Some truths are too loud to ignore and too dangerous to stay silent about. Listen closely, this one might change you. The baobab stands, a sentinel of ages, its roots a labyrinth where ancestors' breath still rages. A titan bathed in the sun's fervent kiss, yet shadows lengthen, harboring a subtle abyss. Beneath its gaze, where secrets softly sleep, the learned ones their solemn covenant keep, breathe in the dust of forgotten villages. Imagine them, the minds adorned with gilded theorems, cloaked in the prestige of hallowed halls, Harvard's gleam reflecting on their golden walls. They hold the keys, the power to transform, to quell the storm, to mend what's torn. But are they architects of dawn, or just keepers of a gilded, self-serving lawn? A crisp parchment, a degree's proud boast, mirrors ambition, a wealth-driven host. They speak of metrics, of scalable gains, while a chorus of suffering whispers through parched plains. A bitter harvest, sown in silent tears, echoes the failure of forgotten years. When the roots of a tree begin to rot, death spreads to the branches. The elders warn, see how they return, laden with knowledge born of foreign suns, yet build their fortresses, their consciences undone. They pull the ladder up behind, leaving their origins far behind. Does your conscience prick, elite one, imprisoned in your gilded cart? Does the mournful cry of children, frail and thin, penetrate the fortress of your steel within? Do you hear the drums, a rhythm old and deep, lamenting promises you fail to keep? And that of the earth groaning beneath the weight of disparity. The well runs dry, though from ivory towers knowledge spills, a cataract of data on thirsty hills. They quote Voltaire, while famine carves its mark, a silver spoon shielding them from shadows dark. The mouth doesn't laugh until it forgets the pain, so tell me, have you forgotten the pangs of hunger that gnaw at your brother's stomach? The farmer sweats beneath the sun's fierce eye, his ancient wisdom scorned, you just pass by. He reads the sky, the earth's subtle sign, while your equations render him a bottom line. His knowledge, a tapestry woven through time, dismissed as quaint, a primitive paradigm. Until the lion tells his own story, the hunter will always be the hero. The proverb rings, whose narrative is etched in stone, whose silenced song unsung, whose voice is drowned out, lost in the cacophony of privilege, while the authentic truths of the marginalized fade into oblivion. The bridge is shattered, a chasm deep and wide, between the knowing and the ones denied. Mansions rise on foundations cracked and frail, ignoring tremors that a future reveals. The village elder, his face a roadmap of wisdom's ways, possesses a knowledge that your algorithms never displays. He speaks in proverbs, parables are light, but your skepticism dims their guiding light. If you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through accidents. Be wary, lest fate becomes a brutal mistress. Are you so blinded by the trophies you embrace, that you cannot see the desolation you displace? The simmering anger, the rising tide of need, a seed of revolution, a desperate creed. What is the price you are willing to pay? How do we mend this fractured, broken frame? How can we lift the fallen, seal their fate? Not with a fleeting flame, but with a phoenix fire that burns for all to see. Not with a handout or a pitying glance, but with a radical, transformative dance. A willingness to listen, to truly comprehend, to offer a hand, a heart, until the very end. To share the knowledge, not hoarding it as might, and seeing the brilliance radiating in their eyes, so bright. It takes a village to raise a child, you've heard it said, but what of the village, deserted, left for dead? Where educated sons and daughters have outgrown their heritage, their duty to their kin. The answer lies buried within, waiting to emerge, waiting to begin. I leave you now, to wrestle with this call, to excavate your soul, to witness, once and for all, the weight of privilege, the burden of the wise, the choice to heal or watch the darkness rise. The Baobab watches, ancient and serene, awaiting action, a future yet unseen. Decide your role, the path you wish to tread, before the silence echoes among the living and the dead. What will your story be? Will it be one of bridging divides or erecting walls? Share your thoughts. The ancestors are listening. The future is watching. Your actions will determine the fate of generations. Thank you.